Saudi Arabia, long perceived through the prism of oil wealth, conservative religious values, and geopolitical tension, has in recent years made a determined shift toward redefining its image globally. This transformation is most evident in 30, the ambitious reform blueprint launched by Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, MBS, in 2016. While its goals encompass economic diversification and reduced dependence on oil, Vision 2030 also signals a new era of soft power for Saudi Arabia, one in which cultural diplomacy, tourism, entertainment, and international investment play critical roles in reshaping how the kingdom is perceived on the world stage. Understanding soft power, coined by political scientist Joseph Nye, soft power refers to a nation's ability to shape preferences and influence other countries through appeal and attraction, rather than coercion or payment. This involves culture, political values, and foreign policy. For Saudi Arabia, this means moving beyond petropolitics to cultivate a compelling and modern national narrative, one that engages foreign publics and builds international goodwill. Vision 2030 as a framework for soft power. Vision 2030 is a holistic roadmap designed to transform the Saudi economy, society, and international image. Its three main pillars: a vibrant society, a thriving economy, and an ambitious nation provide a structural basis for soft power projection. 1. Cultural and entertainment renaissance. One of the most dramatic aspects of Vision 2030 has been the lifting of long-standing restrictions on entertainment and public life. The reintroduction of cinemas, the hosting of music concerts, and the establishment of the General Entertainment Authority, GEA, are part of efforts to build a modern, culturally active society that appeals both to citizens and global audiences. Number 2. Global megaprojects. Projects like NEOM, a futuristic $500 billion smart city on the Red Sea, and Qiddiya, an entertainment and sports megacity near Riyadh, aim to project Saudi Arabia as a hub of innovation, sustainability, and modern living. These initiatives function not only as economic stimulants, but also as branding tools designed to signal a break from the kingdom's austere past. Number 3. Tourism and heritage revival. The launch of Saudi Arabia's e-visa system in 2019 was a watershed moment. By opening its borders to international tourists, the kingdom is showcasing its natural beauty, Red Sea coastline, deserts and mountains, and cultural heritage, UNESCO sites like Al Ula and Diriyah. The slogan "Saudi Arabia, Welcome to Arabia" exemplifies this new openness. Sports diplomacy as soft power. Saudi Arabia has strategically invested in sports diplomacy as a means of rebranding itself. This includes hosting Formula One races, boxing championships, WWE events, European football matches. Moreover, the public investment fund, PAIF, has acquired stakes in international sports entities, most notably Saudi Arabia's entry into global football through the acquisition of Newcastle United FC, and the hosting of major esports tournaments signals an ambition to integrate into mainstream global popular culture. The Saudi Pro League's signing of high-profile footballers like Cristiano Ronaldo has drawn unprecedented global attention. This sports strategy not only boosts Saudi Arabia's global visibility, but also aligns with domestic goals to promote youth engagement, national pride, and healthier lifestyles. Cultural diplomacy and modernization. Saudi Arabia's modernization agenda involves carefully calibrated cultural diplomacy. While still retaining its Islamic identity, the kingdom is positioning itself as a custodian of moderate Islam and a promoter of interfaith dialogue, hosting events like the Miss Global Forum and participating in international exhibitions such as the Venice Biennale reflect this new cultural orientation. Additionally, Saudi Arabia has invested in promoting Arabic language and culture abroad through scholarships, language centers, and educational exchanges. Programs that support foreign students and researchers studying the Arabian Peninsula or Islamic history serve to create long-term intellectual and cultural ties with other nations. Media, branding, and narrative control. Control of the international narrative is a central component of Saudi soft power. The kingdom has expanded its global media presence through investments in outlets like Al Arabiya and partnerships with major Western media organizations. The establishment of Saudi international PR campaigns, branding consultants, and lobbyists, especially in the United States and Europe, reflects a desire to reframe the kingdom's image from an oil-rich autocracy to a youthful, dynamic, and reform-oriented country. However, this strategy has faced criticism and skepticism, particularly in the wake of events like the murder of journalist Jamal Khashoggi in 2018. Despite this, Saudi authorities continue to invest heavily in reputation management rebranding campaigns and digital diplomacy, often via social media. The role of the Public Investment Fund, IF. The PIF, a sovereign wealth fund with over $700 billion in assets, has become a central instrument of soft power. Its investments span high-profile companies like Uber, Lucid Motors, Disney, and SoftBank. These financial stakes translate into influence, brand association, and strategic partnerships. In the realm of culture and tourism, the PF funds the Red Sea Project and Al Ula development plans, which combine luxury tourism with ecological preservation and historical conservation. Such projects are framed as part of a broader strategy to attract global elites, create Dubai-style prestige tourism, and place Saudi Arabia on the cultural world map. Gender reforms and human capital. One of the most internationally visible reforms has been the empowerment of women. Saudi women can now drive, attend public events, travel without male guardianship, and are increasingly represented in the workforce and government. These reforms have been crucial in reframing global perceptions of Saudi society. Additionally, the King Salman Humanitarian Aid and Relief Center, KS Relief, and the Saudi Development and Reconstruction Program for Yemen, SDRPY, are examples of humanitarian soft power tools, positioning Saudi Arabia as a responsible global actor. Challenges and criticism. Despite these initiatives, Saudi Arabia's soft power strategy faces significant challenges. 1. Credibility gap. Many observers view the reforms as superficial or PR-driven, especially in light of continued human rights concerns and the lack of political liberalization. 2. Balancing conservatism and modernity. While the reforms are appealing to global audiences, they have sparked domestic tensions with religious conservatives. 3. Regional rivalries. Soft power competition with Qatar, UAE, Iran, and Turkey can dilute or polarize Saudi efforts. For instance, the Qatar-based Al Jazeera often serves as a counter-narrative to Saudi messaging. 4. Over-reliance on state-led branding. Grassroots civil society, often a key source of soft power in liberal democracies, is weak in Saudi Arabia, making soft power projection heavily reliant on government orchestration. Conclusion. Saudi Arabia's embrace of soft power under Vision 2030 marks a transformative moment in the kingdom's history. Through strategic use of culture, sports, media, tourism, and economic influence, the country seeks to reshape its international image and project a future-oriented identity. However, for this rebranding to be successful and sustainable, it must go beyond image management and foster authentic cultural exchange, institutional transparency, and respect for human rights. If Saudi Arabia can reconcile its ambitious modernization drive with deeper structural reforms, it stands to become not just a regional power, but a global one whose influence derives not from oil or coercion, but from the power to inspire.